So I am doing something super exciting, or at least I'm really excited about it, and I am starting a new small business venture. I'm starting a shop, a functional planning and budgeting and bookish or book lover shop. So I am kicking off my studio vlog or small business vlog venture here on this channel with this first video where I am getting this room that I'm currently in set up to be my studio and where I can work on products and pack orders and all of that fun stuff. So this room has just been kind of serving as my office where I would record content and do work on my computer and all of that, but I really need to get it set up to be functional for actually being creative and cutting things on my silhouette machine and my Cricut machine, doing lots of laminating and paper cutting and creating planners and all of that. So I definitely need to bring in more workspace in here, or like counter space. So I have some desks that I'm going to bring in here that I'm going to build. Just got them off of Amazon. Super, plain, cost-effective desks, but they will get the job done for what it is I'm needing. So I've already kind of started doing a little bit of setup in here. I have this bookshelf that did have books in it, but I took off the books that I had in here and I added in some baskets that I'll be able to use to store things like stickers and planner dashboards and have a good filing organization system in there. And I have some of my supplies on there too. Like I have these hole punches there. I don't know if they'll stay there, but they're there for now. And then I did bring in a desk that I had downstairs in my home and also an extra printer that I had downstairs in my home. I went ahead and brought that upstairs so that I would be able to do all of my printing and everything here in this one room, so that it could be nice and super efficient. So it's kind of messy in here, to be honest. There are things just kind of all over the place because, as you are getting something reorganized, it usually gets pretty messy first. So it's still in that pretty messy stage right now. So I want to get it all organized and ready to go. But I'm going to start by building those desks, because they also have some kind of storage pockets at the end that I might be able to use for some of the stuff that I currently have strewn all about in here. But I will show you what the room currently looks like, and then we will get started with setting it up. All right, so here is what the studio is currently looking like. This is the back wall that I was just sitting at to chat with you guys. I have this little tiny couch. It pulls out too, so you can make it longer, but I'm going to keep it small like that so that I have that space there where I want to put another desk, and I'll move that kind of smaller thing that you see there. That looks like it would have like office stuff in it, but it actually has some of my shoes in there because I have a lot of shoes. So I'll probably end up putting that in my closet instead once the other desk is ready to go there. That one is an old one that I've had, but it is like a dark wood color and black, and I'm spray painting it white and gold so that it just matches the vibe a little bit more in here. So those are my, so unfocused. So that is my printer that I currently use, and my silhouette and the Cricut right below it, and then a whole bunch of different types of printing paper, sticker paper, and stuff like that on the bottom. I do definitely need to get that organized. Over here is my desk. So kind of messy right now, I know, but that is my desk. I've got like new products that I'm testing and all sorts of things like that all over it, and just some stuff that needs to find a home, post-its and whatnot. This organizer thing is actually new. I just recently put that there as a bit of organization. The stuff that's in there now, I don't know if that's what's going to stay there, but it is good for now. I have this shelf here that's been in here, for as long as I've been working in this room, and I need to definitely reorganize it. It's really messy right now, but that's not going to change too much except for getting it reorganized. I have these lights here that I use when it's too dark for natural light in videos, and for product photos I'll be using those as well. And then this is the printer that I was mentioning that I had downstairs, and I decided to go ahead and bring it upstairs. I am going to be putting another printer next to it. That one's going to be a sublimation printer, so I don't know if I'll be setting that up in this video or in the next one, but I will get it set up on the channel or in a video. And then this is a desk that I had downstairs. So I had that one up here, but I decided to put that in the back for the printers. And then I brought this smaller one. I brought this smaller one from downstairs and went ahead and brought it upstairs. I don't know why I was holding the camera crooked. Don't mind me. But I brought it from downstairs, and this is where I will record like my plan with me videos. My planner is sitting there right now and all of that. I have this other shelf over here, and I also have my hair dryer and flat iron. I need to put them in there. That's a bathroom. So I need to go put them under the sink. But I have this other bookshelf. This has a lot of homeschool stuff on it, but I have a shelf downstairs that I'm going to be taking all the homeschool stuff and putting it on the shelf downstairs. So that's going to open up a lot of new storage space for me up here too, for shop related stuff. And I've got a guillotine cutter just hanging out there. Then I have this desk, and this is the one that I use for recording my like budgeting videos. It's completely in shambles right now. So much random stuff is just placed on there. So I definitely need to get that cleared off, and all of the stuff that's on there needs to, you know, go to their home, but we will get there. I have some cellophane bags down there on the floor that I'll use for packing products. I pulled those out. Those were extras that I had from when I had a shop in the past, and I pulled them out so that I would be able to look through them and see what sizes I had there, and then some random papers. I don't know. That back there with the bow on it, that is, I actually need to throw that away. It's an example of a dashboard, but I made it too big, so I need to get rid of it. And then that thing on the floor I use to record my planning videos. I actually want to get another one of this white one here. It's a lot more sturdy. That's one that I just kind of jury-rigged out of an old microphone stand. So I want to get another one of these white ones, and then I will finally be able to get rid of that one. Though I've been using it for years now, so almost 4 years. So it has definitely served me well. But that's what the space is currently looking like. The windows, it's got some tape residue on there from when we had some pretty strong hurricanes. So I need to go ahead and get that scraped off and use some Gooby Gone to get the rest off. But that is a problem for another day. I just literally have not had the chance to do that with being in the hospital and stuff so much with my kiddo. So, and then that's my, you know, leaves and all of that, my lighting. I do want to get a little bit more ambient lighting in here too, because I am going to be doing like a lot of work in the early morning hours and in the evening hours, just because during the daytime, that's when I need to take care of my kiddo. But I want to just get some cozy lighting in here and make it really nice for when I'm in here working late at night, you know. Oh, I didn't point out my moon lamp. I have one of these here. Like, I've had this one for years, and I also have another one downstairs. I absolutely love my moon lamp. Speaking of ambient lighting, that definitely will provide some ambient lighting. So I need to get it charged so that I can use it at nighttime. But yeah, this is what the room is currently looking like. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with building the desks. So I am planning on seeing if I can get 2 desks facing each other here in the middle of the room right here, and then another one against that back wall back there. So hopefully the desks that I bought should be able to fit in here. They are the same length and width, I think the same width, but definitely the same length as this one that I have here. So I'm thinking that they should be able to fit right here, and I don't mind if they're touching this desk. It's completely fine if they're like right up against it, because when I'm at this desk, this is the side that I sit at. So that way it'll leave space for me to also be able to have the other desk on this wall here once it's been repainted. So yeah, that should give me plenty of workspace and all of that. Here's a closer look at the shelf. Got all sorts of stuff up top there, but this is what the shelf over here is looking like right now. But yeah, let's go ahead and let's rock and roll and get some desks put together. So I was able to get these desks put together. Took a little break to have a little lunch as well, but was able to get these two put together, and I definitely think that it gives a wonderful amount of space here to get things done, to work on that surface, and it's good. It's a good start for the shop. I definitely need to see how I can move that desk over there a little closer to the window. That part of the floor actually kind of caves in a little bit, so
it's kind of challenging to put that a little closer to the window, but I think I'm going to go ahead and put it over, and then for these two legs, I will just put something underneath it, like paper or something, to help make it not slant so that things are not weird and falling all over the place. And then that'll give me a lot more space on that side to be able to walk through. And then I think that I'm completely fine with the amount of space between the end of the table and the little couch, except for if I put the pouches on the end there, it would be a little bit more tight, and I do want to be able to put the pouches there because I think that would be a great place to store packing supplies. Or alternatively, I can also get like a pegboard and attach those pouches to a pegboard and keep that pegboard like over here or something, and that could be where I put some packing supplies. But I really like the idea of being able to have the packing supplies at the end of those tables, because I'm sure I'll be doing some packing either here or on that desk when it gets here, or when it's dry and I can bring it up here. So I might just have to bring this desk a little bit closer here by just a couple of inches, and I would still be able to get in and out pretty easily, and it would give me that space for those pouches to be at the end. But definitely am loving the setup. So I need to go and do some stuff around the house and then do dinner and hang out with my kiddo and all of that fun stuff. But I am going to pick back up in the evening tonight when my kiddo goes to sleep, or tonight when my kiddo goes to sleep, and get the new printer out, I think, and a few more things, like kind of unbox and unpack some Amazon orders that I got and really see what's in there and start getting the rest of this place organized. So looking forward to it. I also forgot to mention, I think that underneath these desks, I also want to get some storage bins, because I don't need all of that space, and that would be a great place to put some storage. I can get like the ones with the shallow drawers that has like plenty shallow drawers, kind of like a file cabinet, but not, because it's got drawers coming out instead of like deep drawers. So maybe one of those on each side, and then like a couple of those plastic ones too that are just kind of wide and you can put like a bunch of stuff in, and I can store packing supplies and some of the materials that I need and extra ink, stuff like that. So I think it's gonna be good. I'm super excited about the progress so far, and yeah, so I will check in tonight. I'll continue recording, and I look forward to sharing more with you.
next morning. It's like 5:45-ish, I think. I don't know, my phone's not in here, but I think it's like 5:45 in the morning. I've just been doing some of this like clearing off and reorganizing, and then I decided to put the little pouches for these desks on the inside of the desk, which I'm really glad that I decided to do that, because I think if it were out here, it'd be kind of cumbersome, especially if my kiddo wants to come sit on the couch over here while I'm working in here so that we can hang out. So I am really glad that I had that idea, and I think that it is absolutely perfect. On this one, I'll probably put some packing supplies, and then for now, I just put some like items that I need to cut for some of my budgeting projects, or products rather, and then some materials for some budgeting products in there as well. I don't know if that's where they'll stay, but it's perfect for now. Last night I did go ahead and unpack some items that I had purchased from Amazon for like materials and equipment. So I am gonna kind of go through and see what I've got here and where I want to put it. I opened things up a little bit last night, but my allergies were really bugging me a lot yesterday, and they still are today, but it was making me like tired, so I let myself get a little bit of rest. So I just want to finish going through these and see how things are looking. I'm excited to start testing out some of them as well. And yeah, I actually need to go ahead and record a video for my budgeting channel, which I will have linked down below if you guys want to check that out. I'm gonna always have my budgeting channel, my personal brand channel, and also my books and reading channel. I kind of post sporadically just because it's a lot of content for one person plus everything else I have going on. So some of them are not as consistent as I'd like them to be. Hopefully that'll change in the future, but we'll see. But I'll always make sure that those are linked in the description moving forward, so that if you want to see more or get my thoughts on other things, you're able to do so. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that video recorded and then touch base with you guys a little bit later. Bye. Close out this vlog here. As you can see, I was able to transform this space. Still has some more work to be done. Definitely want to get more storage and stuff like that, but it's way better than it was before, and I love that I have the new workspace here with the 2 desks. As you saw in the little clip before, there's still a ton of stuff here on these tables, and that's because these are all of the items that I received recently for the business. So I'm actually going to pick up my next vlog going through these, getting them sorted, figuring out what exactly I want to do with all of them, and getting started designing, testing some products, and all of that. So I figured, well, let me just leave them there on the work surface because I'm going to need them anyway. I haven't gone through them anyway, so it would be silly for me to put them away and then bring them right back out. But yeah, I'm definitely loving this space. I think it's gonna work really well. Probably saw that I had a like drawer thing underneath one of the tables, so I did get that from Target, and I just got one to see how I liked it. So I do think that I'll get another one of those to go on the other side, and then I want some other storage as well underneath here. I just don't know what exactly I want that to look like, but definitely packing material, and I also needed to leave space underneath one of the desks for a trash bin as well. Ton of scraps and everything when you're creating paper products and all of that, so I definitely need a good sized trash bin to be able to fit underneath one of the desks as well. But loving the space so far. I hope that you guys enjoyed this vlog. If you did, make sure that you put a like on it. I do really appreciate it, and don't forget to get subscribed if you're not subscribed already, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye.